inspiring my husband to eat a little better. Okay. Do solar bread over here. Okay. It's Sunday, June 7th, and yesterday, Saturday, we did go to Sam's Club, but because the way I filmed Sam's Club, we actually went into, well, of course we went into the store, but I actually filmed while in the store. So I'm gonna make a separate video because that video was like 19 minutes long and I don't want to chop it up because I was talking throughout. So you're gonna see everything that we bought, but it's not going to be included in this vlog because I'm gonna just make a separate video like I said. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start it off. We did go to Winn-Dixie. I didn't do a Winn-Dixie haul, but we got oil, we got some biscuits, we got some chocolate chip cookies, we got some bread. I went on ahead and got some whole wheat bread. Like my favorite breads, if you've been watching, it is whole wheat bread and sourdough bread. That's it. We don't do solar bread over here, okay? That's back in the day when I did solar bread. I actually have videos of me doing keto. So yeah, girl. Of course, when I have like a taste for like a sub sandwich, then I'll buy this. But this is not a regular staple that I buy a lot of, okay? And we got some regular bread because that's what he likes to have. We got chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. This is going to be good dessert right here. And what else did we get? Because you can't really buy everything that you want out of Sam's Club. It's like Sam's Club is like for things of bulk, of course. But honey, we can just go to Walmart or Winn-Dixie or Aldi's and get the other little things that we need. So we got some mashed potatoes because he is not in the mood to have rice anymore. Not today. He likes rice, but not to have rice every single day. Got some tomatoes. What else? He got his Milo tea. I went on ahead and got some Greek yogurt because in Winn-Dixie their tub of Greek yogurt is $7 when I can easily go to Walmart and I think get it for like $6, even though it's like $1 or so cheaper. But still, I just was not in the mood to spend $7. I did ask him would he sponsor me because obviously he didn't sponsor me that well in Sam's Club, but child please. But he basically paid for the whole thing. I just added a few little change to it. Cheese, so he can make his sandwiches. He got, I think, some ham and salami because he's into the sandwich thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm inspiring my husband to eat a little better. Okay. I picked up this Hershey. I just wanted some chocolate. Why is it melting? I had it on top of the coffee maker. I didn't get any more core and I forgot to get some, but honey, we're going grocery shopping again next week, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we did get some biscuits. That's another reason why we went. So we got the leftover peppercorn bacon. I wonder who's going to get those. And then we got the bacon that we got from Sam's Club. We got the grits. When I tell you these grits is full of sodium and butter and accent, and I can't have that man grits because he'll have me, ooh. And then I am making these things right here, okay? I have steak and some mashed potatoes. That is what we're going to have. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to call this vlog this week. Maybe a little bit of what I eat in a week, just sparingly. I'm not tracking anything this week. Oh, I did do a lot better. So today my weigh-in was at 150. So since taking my shot last week, I end up dropping 2 pounds. I was at 152. I believe I weighed in at 152. and today I am at 150. So I knew that was going to happen. So like if I was to take my shot tomorrow, which will be Monday, I would drop another few pounds. So if I was to take my shot 4 times out the week, I would drop a good 5 to 6 pounds. I will be right back close to the 150. I mean, I would drop a good 8 pounds if I was to take the shot every week. Just give me 1 month and I'll end up dropping a cool 8 pounds and I will be closer to the 140. If I was to take my shot every other week, I will be closer to the 146, 145 range. And just to clarify, because I don't think I did, but when I did the Hume scale, the 9 pounds that I gained, not all of that came from me doing the reverse diet. I just want to clear that up. So in March, remember, I end up dropping weight. I was at 148 pounds and I dropped down to 143 because of life, stress. I lost 2 family members back to back in 1 month, less than 2 weeks from each other. I end up dropping weight from that. Okay. So that was 5 pounds. So by the time March 29th came around, when I said I'm ready to just lock in and just do what I need to do, I weighed in at 143. Instead of giving myself time to gain my 5 pounds back, I just took the weight, whatever weight I had. I didn't care, because I gained those 5 pounds back within 2 weeks. So I was right back at my original weight by mid-April. Then the rest of the weight, the 148 all the way up to 152, those 4 pounds, that is my actual weight that I gained within a matter of weeks. So to me, if I was to like give myself credit, be fair, I only gained 4 pounds in 2 months. I just gained back the weight of the water weight from eating less. So when you eat more, go back, when you finally get your appetite back, you're going to gain back the weight that you lost. So that was going to happen regardless. So I just wanted to clarify that up, that really it's only a 4 pound weight gain. And then I dropped body fat. So hopefully that made sense. And we're just going to go from there. Okay. So it is she is Tamika and Tamika is she. She is Tamika and Tamika is she. She is Tamika and Tamika is me. Hello, gorgeous. All right, y'all. So I am fixing to go outside and walk. Yeah, girl. Get some steps in. Okay. So I got the powder on. Got my capris on because it's a little warm outside. So right now I am sitting at, so yesterday I did 10,037. So today, come on, my gosh, spray some water in the back of my head. I sprayed some in the front, but I forgot to spray some in the back because hair be a little thirsty. Alright, so I'm at 1801. So your girl needs to step it up. Put my lip gloss on. Put a little bit of spray. I did like my little side edges right there. You're like, girl, why are you doing all that? Sometimes you just gotta look put together, okay? Alright? To change my patch. I'm gonna do that later when I come back after I take a shower. And my Glory watch, they discontinued this. So I bought a charger because I accidentally threw it away. And it doesn't fit, like it doesn't clamp in correctly because of these little things right there. You probably can't see it because it's not focusing. But this right here is in the way. So I need a new watch. The reason why I want to stop wearing my Apple Watch is because I'm getting sick of Apple. because Apple is trying me here. You know, I didn't realize how much Android is so much better than Apple in a way when it comes down to battery life. And it's like, I'm so tired of having to take this off because the battery died, whereas this will last me days before I have to put it on the charger, and I can go to sleep with my watch and I'm good. A company did reach out to me 2 months ago. I said I wanted to work with them, and then I forgot to reply again to let them know about my information to send me the watch. So I'm like, crap, they may not want to work with me. But I reached back out to them a few days ago. We'll see. But if not, your girl is just gonna spend the $50 on Amazon and get me a smartwatch, so that way I can track my sleep, track everything else that I need. Because the Apple Watches, they cute, but they not hitting my little, oh, I don't want to show you my IUGA stuff, honey, because when I tell you. All right, so this is the outfit that I am wearing. These are my capri pants. Put on some little tennis shoes and keep it going. Coyotes in the area. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's time for me to go back home. I don't do coyotes, and I don't have no spray. Oh no, ma'am. We are going back home. I was enjoying my walk until I saw that sign. A coyote in the area. No. Not on my watch. Looking for a coyote. Oh, no ma'am. My phone is overheating, so I'm gonna get my tail back in the house because I don't have time for this, girl. A coyote? What? I can understand alligators. I live in an area where there are alligators. But a coyote, when I saw that sign, because I was walking across the street, I was like, what is that sign? What kind of animal is that? Girl. Now I'm a little over a mile away from my apartment complex, so now I got to walk all the way back. Oh my gosh. Help me, Holy Spirit. Okay, I can see why, because look at all that over there. But I thought I was in the clear, okay? But I guess I'm not. So let me be on the hush, and I might need to go across the street so they don't hear me walking on the ground, because I have no pepper spray. None. No worries, I'm not coming. I ain't coming to get you. One thing about me is, or if anybody, honey, warning always come before destruction. When I left out my apartment complex, before I left out, I went to the car and get my glasses. My spirit man already told me to get my pepper spray out the car. While I'm in the car getting my shades, get the pepper spray. But I was like, no, I'm not going to need it. So as I'm walking out the complex, of course, I live in the complex where animals are allowed, dogs are allowed. So people have them pet bull looking dogs, and they got them thick leashes. Anytime I see somebody with a thick leash, I know that their dog can easily attack with no brain. So that's a no-brainer for me, is what I meant. And I'm walking out the complex, and all I kept thinking about is, well, if some dogs just come out of nowhere, they get away, and the owner can't, get them under control, what you gonna do? All right, y'all, so I made it back safe. If you watch that clip, I'll insert just a little piece, but I put it on the regular. Yeah, it was hot, so I'm getting ready to have some water. I should have took a bottle with me, but I don't like both of my hands being tied up when I walk with stuff. get ready to wash these dishes up. So going in with the regular smegular, get my fiber in. Peach Perfect. Yes, I take creatine even on my off days. If you want creatine to work for you, you're going to have to consistently take it. Multivitamin, just to add a little bit more flavor. I was telling Kim, I said, the Peach Perfect, I said it tastes like a little margarita. But I was like, this ain't margarita. I was like, this is a little bit of a little gin. That's what I told her. I said, it tastes more like a watered down gin. So that's why I add the multivitamin. Why does my lower back hurt? So now I'm getting ready to, yes, it is sore. Something is, oh my gosh, what? A pain in my lower back. And all I did was walk. Maybe the pavement was too hard. Adding my L-glutamine or something sore for a little minute, and then clean up the kitchen. I should have cleaned it up before I left out of here. I need to learn to start doing that. I was taught better. Step count now, which is probably low. I walk faster on my walking pad than I do on regular pavement. I don't walk fast at all. I have a steady walk, but it's nothing like a power walk. Like I'm moving as if I was on the iPad. So let's see where my steps is. It's at 5,942. So the rest of the 6,000, I'm just going to get it moving throughout the house. And also I'm going to get it through, I'm going to walk a little bit more, like maybe a good 15-20 minutes after I eat. I feel like when I do that daily, not after each meal, I don't always do it after each meal, but at least after 1 or 2 meals, I like to walk, especially on the weekend. Walk after a meal. All right, y'all, so dinner is served. We got the steak. He put that what you call that gravy, whatever gravy in the can, the white gravy. Then we got mashed potatoes and corn. See, this corn right here, I don't trust it because he got sugar in here. He got all kind of stuff up in this corn. So there's no way in the world I can count calories if I wanted to, which is why I eat intuitively. Followed by with a chocolate chip cookie. Yes. Right. So my watch is at 12,737. Apple Watch is at 14,999. 11,364, which is very weird because the Apple Watch was winning, and I hit 12,000, and I just took both of the watches off when I took a shower. Are you sure? Apple was winning by at least almost 1,000. Okay, there we go. 12,943. And then this one is 12,737. I like this watch better than this one, and I'll go over my reasons in a bit. Okay, so editing Tamika here. I forgot that I did not put the my reasoning. So I did use my Apple Watch. I had my Apple Watch on early, so I didn't put the smartwatch on until like a little bit later that day. So I had already had almost a couple of hundred steps before I actually put on the smartwatch in. Okay, so one of the things that I like about the smartwatch is the lifetime. So the battery, I think it lasts for up to 7 to 14 days. I didn't really put my charger, I didn't put this watch on the charger until yesterday. I was like at 30-something%. And mind you, that is 6 days. I got the watch on Monday, and yesterday was Saturday, and it was at 30-something%. And I made sure it was at 100 before I went bowling, okay? And one of the things that I like about the watch is that now I have it on my left side, because I felt like my Apple Watch I had on my left, and then this watch was on my right. I felt like my left was getting more steps than actually my right. I mean, dang it. I had my Apple Watch on my right. The smartwatch was on my left. And I felt like my Apple Watch was getting more steps than the smartwatch was getting a couple of more steps. But anywho, the only thing that I don't like about the smartwatch app is that it has like a bunch of ads that keep popping up. But one of the things that I do like about this is that I can at least get my sleep in, and like everything is all in one. I was able to sync it to the Step Up app and everything else, and I just feel like I'm getting more steps with the smartwatch. Okay, I just like it better. It's just so much better in my sleep quality. Even though I keep hollering, oh, I don't sleep well, child, please, my app is telling me I'm sleeping very well. It's just me not wanting to get up. So the smartwatch is a win-win for me, and I just love it better than the Apple. Just simple as that. It just goes to my heart. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get into the workouts. Forgive me if I did repeat these clips. I just had them in my phone, and I was like, okay, let me just add them. But remember, I am doing exactly the same moves 3 times a week, and also week by week. And I do like to listen to Latin music. It just gets me pumped up. So this was the hip thrust, and now I am doing a body weight reverse lunge. And just remember to like slow it down by your second round. I mean, it really does help. Hey, it gets the job done. Back to the Latin music. Yeah, I just love it because it gives me a good pump, and I just love to, just dance a little bit. But yeah, right here, I'm just trying to like feel it in my glutes and really concentrate and get that mind to muscle connection. This is why I like traditional strength training, because you can really just slow it down and really connect to the muscle versus doing HIIT to grow muscle. It's nothing wrong with doing HIIT, but it's not what I use to grow muscle. And I just love to dance a little, and yeah. All right, so shout out to G's 101, because he was able to tell me what this move is, and it is called the landmine. Okay, they got it at the gym, and This is my little hack at how I do the landmine so I can work my lats. All right, so let's get into the food. Yeah, listen, honey, I eat. There's my husband cook. I'm just gonna eat what he gives me. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I use to fuel my body. You know, it's not always clean, but it is food to my soul.